How much did y'all cry while watching the movie in theaters? Because I got a fresh roll. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Brianna Simone, and today I'm going to be reacting to the Wicked movie. This is going to be my first time watching. I knew right off the bat that I was not going to be able to watch this movie in theaters. I'm a big crybaby, especially when it comes to movies or music that touches the soul, and I swear everything be touching my soul because the tears just spread. And I was not going to be crying in a movie theater full of people, and I didn't have time for that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to wait till it releases out on digital, and that's what I did. So we're about to be crying together because I know this movie, oh, is about to get me so emotional. Listening to the soundtrack got me emotional. So to be able to watch this and to see what is probably one of the best casting decisions that they made in casting Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, oh, I already know that I'm done for. I'm so excited to watch this through a lens of being a Black woman. And yes, I know that she has green skin, and I know that everyone can relate to Elphaba in their own way, but knowing how many layers and how deep Wicked is, I'm so excited for that. And I'm over here speaking like I've been a fan of Wicked this whole time. I haven't been. I feel like I keep playing myself with musicals. I love musicals so much. I mean, I grew up on High School Musical and all of the Disney musicals. Musicals are deep in my bones. I don't know why I waited so long to get into Wicked. I feel the same way I did when I was listening to the Hamilton soundtrack for the first time. I finally got into that when it came out on Disney Plus. And now I'm finally getting to Wicked when it comes out in a movie. Like, what have I been doing all of my life? These musicals and plays are so good for me to be slacking like this. So I'm so excited. But I just had to say that. I haven't been a huge fan for decades, but just like everyone around the world who hasn't been, I'm obsessed. And I'm just really excited to see how they spin some of my favorites off of the album. I love No One Mourns the Wicked. That has to be in my top 3, if not like top 1 or 2. I also love For Good, but we won't be able to hear that until next year. Defying Gravity is obviously good. I'm Not That Girl is so good as well. Like, there's so many good songs in this first part, and I'm so excited to listen to them. So before I go, y'all make sure in the comments to let me know some more musicals I need to get into, because I need to stop playing around and get in my musical bag. But okay, let's go ahead and get into the movie because I can talk all night, and this movie is 2 hours and it's about 11 o'clock right now. So let's go. Are those screams in the background? Is this a horror movie? Whoa, wait, this actually is a horror movie because the way Glinda did Elfie, that's very horror-ish. These Mexicans are just a little bit too happy for my liking. Elphaba does not deserve any of that. Like, you guys boarded up your houses. I feel like that's just a little bit too much. I think that's too much. You know what? These munchkins are horrible people, but they do have hits. They know how to make a good song. They know how to make a good tune. Because what y'all know about No One Mourns the Wicked? When I first started listening to the soundtrack and I heard Good News, I was blown away because it's so good. Like, when I tell you, I was hooked. I got beef with the munchkins for life because of the way that they did my girl. But y'all know how to like sing a song or 2 or 3, because when we get down to the latter half of the album and y'all do your whole kill the beast moment, that was good too. I gotta give you guys your props. But just in general, the munchkins, now that I'm thinking, did we ever get an explanation on what the munchkins think that Elphaba did other than Bach? But who cares about Bach? I mean, Glinda doesn't. So why do I have to care about Bach? Is that why they hate Elfie? Because that's not a good enough reason. Because did you guys even like Bach? So hopefully I figure that out. But from what I know, from what I remember, if your beef with Elphaba is because of Bach, of all people, we need to fix that. We need to fix that right now. Let me get y'all together because it's not making sense to me. Like, they're seriously running out of their house just out of pure joy. Glinda and her bubble. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't even act like I haven't seen this before because y'all keep posting the same clip on Twitter and on TikTok. But oh my God, hearing it and seeing it in HD is different. This is so pretty. They've literally outdone themselves. And you know what? While we're here, you guys see how beautiful Munchkin Land is? They may be some horrible people, but they know how to keep a pretty home. They know how to keep a pretty town. And they did such a good job with this set. I cannot wait to see more of the other sets, but just Munchkin Land, oh, so beautiful. And that voice. Come on, Ari. You know she just loves a good little giggle. That's why I knew she was gonna do so well at Glinda.
It's good to see me, isn't it?
And they just eat it up. I think she likes to see what she can get away with, because I feel like Glinda gets away with a lot. And that's just because people, I don't know if they don't take her seriously, or she just comes in a pretty package to where they ignore what she says. Is that what it is? I think that might be what it is. Because they probably do take what she says seriously, because they wouldn't follow her if they didn't, right? But I'm just like, how does she get away with being like nice, nasty towards them? I don't know. But she sounds beautiful. Wait, what was that sign? They just had a sign of Elphaba with her mouth open or something. She said, bitch, I'm trying to give y'all a cute little speech so I can get away. And here you guys talk about no one wants to wicked? That's my bestie you talking about. What did that say? Did y'all see what that water, those like water containers? I don't even think it was a wells, but did you guys see what that said? It said something about like water melt or something. They're seriously, they're scared of Elphaba. What'd she do to them? She was a munchkin. She's a former munchkin. They can't have all the smoke for her because of Bach. Bach of all people? Bach is the reason why you don't like my girl? Here Glinda is shaking hands, kissing babies. And these vocals, I can't imagine the toll that it took on them to sing live. I don't know like how the takes exactly worked with them singing live, but just, oh my gosh, the stamina, the endurance, the skill. I can only imagine. And to sound this good and have to sound this good each and every time, my goodness.
Miss Glinda! Yes.
She was not expecting to answer questions. She said, well,
When many people find
let me
confusing
see. The way that she messes up words. Technically, is she messing up words, or is that just how Aussians speak? On this poster, they just really... Look how they massacred my girl. Didn't even get any of her good angles. Like, that's what I'm real mad about. Got her with her mouth all open. Just yellow eyes. What does she got? Jaundice? Her hat's not even black. I mean... this is not a good depiction. If y'all are gonna make my girl look this bad, at least have her serving. You know what? I got beef with y'all too. Because you cheated, and that became Elphaba's problem. Girl, she said, bye. It's time to go get with the wizard. Oh.
They have their secrets.
Oh, she said the cleavage. She did all of that, and he just is 2 seconds out the door. I really hope he didn't leave his keys or something. Ooh, those shoes are gorgeous.
The baby's coming!
Wait a second. How in the world is this society so prejudiced against animals? And they're literal doctors? They're doctors, they're teachers, they're probably lawyers. They have all of the professions you need for higher education. And you're being prejudiced against them? I may have smoke for more than just the munchkins. What's the rest of these lands called? Because I need a word with all of you. Let me pause one more again, because like I said, you guys have animals delivering your children, being your midwife, yada yada yada, etc, etc, etc. Nothing wrong with that. But little green skin? A little green skin is too much. It's too far. Green skin is too far. So I guess they started being prejudiced against different skin colors just, you know, a couple years before they started doing the animals, because very backwards. But then again, very realistic. If we're thinking about this in more terms than just a movie, very realistic.
Green.
Girl, what you need a drink for? She's just green. What you need a drink for? She's just green. Don't tell me the bear is about to drink too. Oh, she could do magic to this young. If you don't stop yelling at my Elphaba. Like, you got Mother Bear taking care of her because you're scared. Oh,
Look after you.
how could you hate her? Wait, I just got chills. This is why she wanted to save the lion, isn't it? Because she was raised and probably cared for it and loved by animals. Oh my goodness. And then for the cowardly lion to do her like that. Oh, this movie. I'm gonna be so upset as so many people are watching this. I can already feel it. Elphaba, I will defend you this whole time. I will avenge you. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I will avenge you.
Her nanny, Dulcibert,
Aww.
raised her.
Not your baby sister, just a clock tick.
Side note, I love the bear's voice.
I'm here. Now, you want to see something amazing?
These cutie patooties, I just want to pinch their cheeks.
Our wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And the way that she loved the wizard this whole time. She was such a champion for everybody. For everybody. And they're just all doing her so dirty. I can't believe this. I don't know how many times I can point out the injustices towards Elphaba, but you know what? I'm gonna do it each and every time because that's crazy to me. Since a little child, she's been championing the wizard, and he just wanted to use her.
He grants your heart's desire.
Oh, they're so adorable. No. Girl, why are you crying? Nessa, I know you're like 4, but why are you crying? Now, if she blasts you, y'all will deserve it. Just a little. Just a little. The rocks. Yes. Of course, this is when her daddy comes around. I need to pace myself because I'm going to be mad this whole
He shouldn't have blamed you.
And Dulcibert is the only one who's on her side. Dulcibert, I love you. That's why your fur is thick. That's why it's a beautiful color brown.
Couldn't have been easy.
I forgot about Glinda telling her version of the story. Where did they get this? Were they just prepared? Glinda literally just said and explained a little bit of her childhood and said it couldn't be easy. And you guys have, what is this, an edict? Is that what you call these things? Saying kill the witch? There's just no sympathy here. And you want me to have sympathy for the people that Elphaba used her magic on? Because they asked her to do that? No, like when did you guys have time? You guys were at home with your windows boarded up. Did you even come outside before they said the Wicked Witch was dead? When did you have time to do this? It's not like she only comes out at night. She can fly during the day. She can do anything during the day. So when did you have time to do this? Who? Point me to who? Point me to all of them. Who? I'm making a list and checking it twice. Just call me Santa Claus. And Glinda, she's just in shock. She's in shock because the Munchkins are evil people. I know evil is a spectrum according to this movie, but this is evil. I love the way that Ariana is playing this right now. Whenever no one is looking at her, she's being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing this. But when they come around, she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. You guys are too much. Thank you so much for your support. But when no one is looking, that's when she's her true self. She said, let me turn around and get out of here. Honestly, me too. Because where in the world did you get that from? You're not even paying attention to me anymore. Like, let me get out of here. Oh my gosh. Just the feet to do that live. Oh my gosh. They're seriously not even paying attention to her.
Glinda, is it true?
Oh, I guess there were further questions.
Sorry, 1 sec.
She's doing such a good job. Ariana, you're doing such a good job. You know when you start fast talking because you're trying to leave and you hope no one stops you? She said, okay, time to go. Let me leave since, I have a lot of important busy things to do. Let me just get my bowl together. And of course this girl had to come forward and ask the real question. Weren't you guys friends? Now this is a smart girl. This are the questions I need to be asking. Not what makes you evil, what makes you wicked. Is she really dead? No. Glinda, were you her friend? And if you were her friend, why are you encouraging us to betray your friend like this? Girl, thank you, Miss Auburn hair. I'm gonna call her Jolene. Thank you, Miss Jolene, for asking the real questions. Oh, so all of the Munchkins didn't know that?
Friend.
She said, huh? How'd you know
Yes.
that?
I mean, I did know her.
She has no backbone, does she?
Paths did cross.
But you can hear it in her voice. And you can see it in her face. But trust me,
At school.
they're not even paying attention to her like that. Oh. And the whimsical way she said, at school, that was her girl.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, and her voice was breaking. Like, that was her girl. That's the main thing. That was her girl. And I love the choices that Ariana is making to express Glinda and the despair that she has. Shays University. Imagine having to go by boat to your college or to your school. I don't even know what age these people are. Are they in high school? Girl, I hope not.
It's not goodbye. It's farewell.
It's not goodbye, it's farewell. What's the difference, Glinda? What's the difference between goodbye and farewell?
They are gonna miss me so much.
My parents don't
See?
even know I left.
Where'd you come from?
I'm Bach.
You know that one Nini gift when that girl comes up and hugs her? And she's like, that's what she just did to Bach. Because Bach, where'd you come from? Bach, have you been stalking me?
That's strangers. They're just people I've never met. Bye.
Oh, wait. I clocked her teeth. She says the most obvious things. And like, obviously it sounds stupid because it is stupid to say, right? But she says that in order to disarm people so then she can walk away. So she can hightail it out of there. Because there's no way that she's not calculated and she doesn't know what a stranger means just to regurgitate a Webster's dictionary definition of what strangers mean. I clocked your tea, Glinda. Clocked it real bad. Like, you know, when you're out and a guy comes up to you or vice versa, whomever comes up to you, asks you a question, you don't want to be bothered. You really don't want to give them the time of day. So you just say something stupid. That's what Glinda does. Just serving. They said pretty girl, hate on her. The nails, the pinky ring. My God, Elphaba, they don't know a baddie when they see her. She just busts out in the song. What was that about? Is music like one of Glinda's actual loves? Not just attention. She said, I'm a singer, so that's why I'm singing. I feel like that's something Glinda would say. Why are we yelling?
I have something in my teeth.
Oh, I love you, Elphaba.
It's your green.
Oh my God.
I am.
Ugh, I love her so much because you have to play stupid when somebody plays dumb. Like, oh my God, I am. I know some of us have had a moment like this because people are just ridiculous.
No, I am not seasick. No, I did not eat grass as a child.
I, for one, am so sorry to have been forced to live with this.
Is that so?
You know what? I don't even think Glinda cares like that. She surveyed the room to see the response of everyone because she makes or breaks this introductory scene right here. So she saw that the crowd was turning against her. And like I said, this girl is clever. She knows how to read the room. She knows how to give the people what they're expecting and what they want. So then she's on the right side of history. I don't think she even cares if she's green. Glinda knows when somebody is serving, and Elphaba is clearly serving. And that's all that matters in Glinda's book. But she saw that everyone else was disgusted. So she said, you know what? Let me play on this ignorance and let me get them all on my side. But let it be known, she doesn't care. She doesn't even care a little bit. She just wants to be liked by the masses.
And it is my intention.
See, she's addressing them.
Problem.
Problem.
I love Cynthia Smith. We got our first toss. Oh, are her eyes green as well? I didn't know that. They looked a little gray on some photos and pictures. I didn't know that Cynthia also committed to green eyes. I love that.
To help someone that you don't know with skills that you don't have. Everyone
Gag
is
her.
truly impressed.
I could care less what others think.
Gag her.
Couldn't, though I doubt that.
Gagged your tea. Honestly, that's why you croaked as soon as you dropped them off, sir.
How did that come across?
I don't see colors.
They said it. 10 out of 10. That was the perfect moment to do it, and y'all saw your moment and you took it. Her mother's shoes.
Shouldn't have sprouted off like that.
No, you shouldn't have.
Nessa doesn't even support her.
New books.
Wait, the way me and Elphaba have matching smirks, I swear to God, I always talk out of the side of my mouth, and I'm noticing her doing that, and I'm just like, that's me. Like, I literally talk like that. Oh my God.
Don't help me. You'll be fine.
She's such a good support to other people, and other people are just not to her. It makes me so sad.
If anything should happen to her,
Then what? Finish the threat if you're gonna threaten me. Now I'm thinking that Elphaba might have him telepathically, because if she did, I would look the other way, because he deserved it.
As well as Professor Mombi of the Biological Arts and, of course,
Elphaba like really just has to be in her own world. She has to notice everything about her surroundings just to keep her entertained, because the way that these people are they're just so rude to her. So she has to find an interest to keep herself sane, kind of. Because what do you mean she's just looking around trying to avoid the stares of other people because they're acting like they've never seen somebody who's different.
Is why we are privileged to have
Girl, why are you gasping? Glinda is so fake. Oh my god. Come on, entrance for Michelle.
We have nothing but the highest hopes for some of you.
Ooh. I'm noticing so many more things as I'm editing this. I'll probably be jumping in and out of this reaction. But when Madame Morrible just said what she just said and the camera immediately panned over to Glinda, I just noticed how intentional that was, because Madame Morrible hates Glinda's guts. And while Glinda is over there looking at her friend, thinking that Madame Morrible is talking about her, it's like, no girl, she is talking about you. She cannot stand you. And I find that so funny, because by the end of the movie, Madame Morrible and the wizard finally realized that Glinda was probably the best candidate to do their bidding instead of Elphaba. So I just love how she wasn't their first choice, but she ended up being the best choice. I love how they don't hold back though. I just noticed that Glinda and Elphaba are the only two who are not wearing the exact uniforms. So they're both supposed to stand out.
Call my essay Magic Wands. Need they have a point?
Well, dear.
We'll find some place to hide you. I mean, you know the governor made his concern for your sister quite apparent.
The way that their father doesn't listen to either of them. He thinks that he's doting and loving on Nessarose, but he's not. And he can't even show Elphaba just an ounce of that. He's a horrible father to both of them. Oh, Elphaba, that is a bit much. She only spins around in the play, but they said, let's float and let's destroy some stuff. Oh, wait. That was covering... Was Shiz a university for animals? Or did it just have animal student body maybe instead of just teachers? But that was covering up a whole other mural. These people are horrible. Madame Morrible said, let me come down from my perch, because this is the girl that I need.
This was my chance, my new start.
Oh, Nessa, stop whining.
Sorry.
That was me.
Okay, girl. I mean,
To prepare.
at least she took the fall, but why are you taking the credit? That's my thing. You can make it seem like I didn't do that, so then my first impression isn't all that bad. Like, thanks for helping Elfie out, but... Now, where is Glinda running to in the background?
Here to share a room.
Girl.
Come with me.
Of course.
Not you. You.
The way that they stay gagging each other, oh, just so tasty and so good. She said,
And take no
6 feet.
other
What did she say? What did Madame Morrible say?
I would like to teach you
Privately?
and take no other students.
Take no other students. Oh my, it sounded like I would like to speak to you in a room where there are no others. Fiyero, that's what I'd like to do to you. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I didn't get in my way. I need to lie down. I need to lie down.
No, they're picking her up. I'm sorry. Did she come with them? Are they her entourage, or did they just like take up that role once she set foot on campus? I was not paying attention. Which one was it? Because she better know them from childhood. Because if she doesn't, you'll need to stand up. Not stand her up and carry her. Y'all need to stand up, because if you don't know this girl from a can of paint, why are you carrying her on your shoulders? But Glinda, you know how to get the people to do what you want. I ain't even mad at it. How can I be mad at it? Because they're willingly acting this way. Acting a fool for what?
You for covering for me, and I'm humbled by your munificent offer, but my father would never allow it.
Elphaba is just looking for any type of kindness, because there's no way that she should be thanking this woman, especially with how she turns on her so quickly for her own gain. I mean, obviously, this first introduction was the first taste of Madame Morrible just doing something for her own gain. So I kind of understand that that's what happens later on. But I just wish that she just wasn't looking for just like love. Because of course, Madame Morrible, she's a teacher, right? So you wouldn't expect her to turn on her, but just she's too trusting because of the way that her father had her grow up. It was literally only because of her nanny that she received love. Just makes me so upset for her.
How long have you had this talent?
Talent? No.
And she doesn't even see her magic as a talent.
Something I can't control.
Or a gift.
If you work as you should.
See, and even now she's trying to indoctrinate her and trying to control her. She's telling her, if you learn up under me and if you use your magic the way that I want you to, or the way that society thinks you should, then you'll be loved, la 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 la, whatever she says after this. But no, Elphaba should be able to do what she wants to do, because for so long she's been just trying to please people, or just trying to get people to like her, or just trying to just get people to leave her alone. Oh my gosh.
That really just happened.
Help me meet the wizard.
Just that note, meet the wizard. Oh, like her vibrato, the softness and the richness of Cynthia's voice. Oh my gosh. And Elphaba is really just this carefree girl who just, oh no. Like, do you just see how cute she's being, skipping over stones? And you're telling me that this woman is evil? That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that she does anything that she does on purpose and not out of love? You're telling me this is who you are burning a statue of? Absolutely not. I just can't believe how dirty they did her. And I know how she comes off because that's just her defense mechanism, but oh my god, she is just trying to live out in these streets. I haven't heard Cynthia sing The Wizard and I yet, and oh, it's so good. Like, did you just see how happy she is? And they have the nerve to look at her crazy. I love how animated they are though. Like, I love that. How everything is always choreography and everything is like always moving and movement. But still, y'all are rude. Did anyone teach you that staring was rude? She's just a little cinnamon roll. Who could be upset with this girl? Oh, I love that. The sing talking part. Oh, that was so good. Girl, that's your daddy. You just see your father. You just see some features that look similar to yours. You said, oh, it's a mirror.
A celebration, that's all to do with me.
And just a foreshadowing of the lyrics. Oh, this is so good. The musical is so good. Ooh. Now, where'd you get to? Does she want more than this provincial life? Like, girl, where are you going? She said, I want adventure in the great white somewhere. Like, genuinely, where are you going? Come on, girl. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Just the choices that she makes to have their songs be her own. Cynthia. And she said, She's so cute. I can only imagine how hard that was to sing. Why are you looking Elphaba up and down? Do you like what you see? I keep clocking your tea, Glinda.
Wait, oh, what? What? I was just gonna close the door.
Oh, well, could you not? I'm sorry. I so enjoy air.
Girl, what's that about? I guess she freaked out for no reason, then she had to go with it. Now she has to get tangles in her hair because she freaked out for no reason. Ariana is so funny. You guys were not joking when you guys said her comedic timing was excellent.
That was you down there who made all that happen. I know it was.
I told you. Glinda only plays dumb, but she's the most observant person in the room, always.
For agreeing to let
Wait, why are they talking out loud? Like, I love how they're basically talking to each other.
So I'll just tell you.
Why?
But of course I'll care for Nessa. But of course I'll rise and fall.
Wait, I never noticed in the song that Glinda basically repeats what Elphaba says. Glinda was always following Elphaba's lead until the end, huh? When she finally made a decision for herself. That is interesting. Or maybe it's not even following her lead. It's just, what word am I looking for? Riding her coattails. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. because she rode her coattails all the way to the wizard, all the way to the position that she has now. That's the best way to describe Glinda, is she just rides whomever's coattails that benefits her. And I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, this girl is just figuring this out. But like, yes, I am, because visually it's easier to see. I mean, I haven't gone to a play. I've watched a play, but I haven't seen it in person to know all the nuances of the stage play, okay? It was a little shaky. But even when you're listening to it, it's different than watching it, is basically what I'm trying to say. Again, I love that they're talking to each other the whole time. Ooh, I love the slick back braid. I love the choreography. I just can't believe how much just the whole student body has turned on Elphaba without even knowing her. They'd heard her talk for 2 seconds. Wait, let's get into this silverware choreography. Love it. Glinda always has people to do her bidding, huh? What is that class? They have like fighting classes? What are they fighting against? Definitely not the man. Girl, what you see? Oh, her talking to Madame Morrible. See, no matter how much you try to hate Elphaba, she's always 10 steps ahead of you. And that's why she gave you that cute cheers. That part was cute, but I've seen it like 1,000 times to even have like a genuine reaction to it.
Food grew scarce, and when people are hungry and angry, well, then they begin to look for
Someone to blame.
So they wanted someone to blame and not to eat? I'm sorry, the joke was obviously there, I had to say it.
And I don't see why you can't just teach us history instead of always harping on the past.
Who does that sound like? For Wicked to come out in a presidential year, I know it was delayed with all of the strikes, but I'm telling you, it hits a little differently because we had a whole lot of that going on this year, okay? Animals should be seen and not heard. Like, who did that? Fess up right now, you're going on my list. And we never figure out who did it, so you know what? I'm just gonna blame Glinda, because why not? Who's gonna stop me? Glinda did that. In fact, during Loathing, I thought I saw some paint on the ground that looked red. It was her. It was her.
who is responsible for this.
I feel so bad for him. I just got chills because just...
Thank you. You're very kind.
I just noticed Elphaba's baby here. Just the attention to detail and the whole costuming of her. Just, ugh, delicious.
But please, go and join your friends.
That's all right. I don't have any friends.
Well,
One thing about Elphaba, she's straight up. She will not beat around the bush. Oh. That wasn't a green joke. Like, it's such a shame when teachers have to be the nice people out of the whole equation. Because the student body is just that horrible. It looked like a praying mantis, her hands. You know when you do like shadow animals and stuff, if that's what that's called?
That must have been so distressful for you.
Why do you think it would be? Not she's trying to bait her. They always want my girl angry, mad, and upset. This just goes to show that Madame Morrible would do anything to get the goal that she wants. Because you're stressing her out. You're making her upset. And you said, yes, girl, keep it going. She didn't even hear a word that she just said.
You learn to harness your emotion.
She was talking about how animals are being discriminated against and how she too feels unheard, just like the animals. And she said, you know what, girl? Forget all that. You're magic. I can train you to be the best. Like, just not even listening to her. Madame Morrible could have gotten the same results as she wants, just being a decent human to her.
Could lead you to the wizard himself.
And then she's always mentioning the wizard. Ooh. I was wondering where Fiyero was. I didn't know the night scene was when he arrived.
you might want to.
Was that like swan dive back? That was like a gymnastics move or something.
No, I'm not seasick.
Neither am I.
Grass as a child.
Oh, you didn't. I did.
And yes, I have always been green.
And the defensiveness, is that a recent development?
Wait. Why am I getting Anthony flashbacks? Do you guys see how big I was just smiling for absolutely no reason? This is their first meeting, but I was just getting flashbacks to one of my favorite ships in the whole wide world because it was just giving me like a little bit, like just a little bit of Big Anthony bickering right then. I wasn't sure who I was gonna come out of this movie shipping, but that itch, it's happening. Fiyero and Elphaba may be able to scratch that itch. Okay, let me calm down. She's just so not impressed by him, and that's why she reminds me of my Kate. No wonder why I love her.
Fellas, but we have just been spurned by a girl. Guess it's the first time for everything.
Tell me that was not Anthony and Kate coded just then.
Without making direct eye contact.
No, she has convertible shoes. Oh girl, don't hurt yourself. I forgot how Fiyero arrived in the play. Honestly, I don't even think that happens in the soundtrack, so of course I don't remember. And honestly, they're just like me.
And we're all here often?
Could I ask you to move out the way?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's anything.
Why does Jonathan Bailey have such chemistry with literally any of his scene partners? Just what is this phenomenon? There's just, I don't know how one can be that charming, but he is just so stinking charming. And he makes such good acting choices in order to exude that charm. I don't get it. It's just so good.
What was I doing?
How would I know?
Our first fight.
What did I just say about him having chemistry with literally anybody? Because I just got chills at this scene too. I love that they're swinging around this board. Like I said, the movement.
I wasn't at any of your other schools.
Oh, just so good. Just so good. He steals whatever scene that he's in, but like Ariana and Cynthia put up a good fight. But it's just this, his charm. I can go on and on about Jonathan Bailey, honestly.
Rare books around here, and some medium rare as well.
Oh Lord, not medium rare. What does Glinda be saying sometimes?
Backwoodsman of Munchkin Land.
Bach. Didn't I tell you to stand up like an hour ago? Not on books, but just in general. Okay, so before we even get to this section, I'm just gonna fess up and say what I did. Yes, I did the exact same thing that everyone else in the movie did when it comes to Fiyero. I swooned over Jonathan Bailey dancing, singing, bumping, and grinding. And what do you expect from me? Do not put that man in front of my face doing all of that and think I'm gonna be able to give you guys critical analysis. Yes, I was thinking with my eyes and not my brain, because who told him to sing the most depressing song with that face?
Wrong lesson.
I've never heard Johnny sing before. I just realized this. Okay. Okay. I was not aware that he had this vocal range. I love a good run. Come on, Johnny. Yes, 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 yes.
When it's so soothing.
What did I say about this man? Johnny. I have been getting your subliminal messages. Like, I'm so sorry and I'm so embarrassed that you guys have to keep watching him act like this with other people when I've been dodging his calls. Johnny, you don't have to keep going from project to project doing this. And fellow travelers, I thought it was a lot. Now in Wicked, it's too much. I'll answer the phone now. You don't have to keep doing this. Let me stop before y'all think I'm so serious right now. But Jonathan Bailey, you cannot have this much chemistry with everybody. I've never seen anything like this before. Ugh, that's so cool. Is he doing a split? Sir, are you doing a split? I don't even know how they're doing this right now. Like, what kind of mechanism is this? Oh, he could control a crowd. The way they're just eating in the palm of his hands. Oh my God, the athleticism. What are they doing? How are they able to do this? I wonder how many hours of practice this took.
To go invite her.
Maybe I could invite her.
Glinda is such a queen of just deflection, like I was saying earlier. And she gave you your hanky back. Bach was just caught up and so unobservant. She never wanted you. And that's why I don't understand how you're mad at Elphaba.
You're good.
And only Fiyero and Elphaba can see through her. Like, Baki, you really don't see her falling in love over there. You could have saved yourself a lot of trouble if you just, I don't know, paid attention to Glinda in that moment, in that specific moment.
About to have the happiest night of my life.
You know, in this moment, I will say that Glinda was good for making Nessarose's day. But then again, Bach didn't even mean it, and Glinda knows that Bach didn't mean it. So all Glinda does is create mess. Ooh, I love this dress. Ooh, gorgeous.
Nessa and I were talking about you just now, and
Oh, well, we were just talking about you. How you should join us tonight.
She took a look at those books and she said, you know what, how can I get her on my side just a little bit more? She said, oh, let me invite her to the dance to embarrass herself, and so I could stand there while she does it. Ugh. Like I said, the most strategic in the room, always. The thing about Glinda giving Elphaba the hat, like, no one was wearing hats to this ball. It was different if it was like a costume party maybe, but she's the only one who's about to show up in this ball with a hat on. See, even she knows. That little look back. When no one is watching, that's when you see the true face of Glinda. And that face is a little ugly. Or is it a little sad? It may not be ugly. It's actually tragic. Aren't they supposed to be sneaking out? Like, why are they making so much noise? This is not what I was expecting when they said that Oz does the ballroom. I don't know what I was expecting, but it kind of wasn't this. But these animals, they're getting it though. See what I mean? No one is wearing a pointy hat. They're wearing like cute little fedoras and stuff. But a pointy hat like Elphaba's? No. It wasn't that kind of vibe. Oh, they're so cute together.
I asked you here tonight.
Oh, wait. He's a good singer. I love when people utilize the softer parts of their voices. Oh, it just feels and sounds like butter. Bach, they're kissing.
So
Bach. You did all of this. She gave you an out, Bach. Bach could have been so happy with Nessarose. Like, they're so cute. And he did this while she's wearing her mama's shoes. Like, do you see how trifling men are? You see how I just looked at?
You can go back to doing whatever this is.
I love how Madame Morrible is kind of like more like cold in the movie. That's definitely what Michelle gives really well.
This is your roommate's idea, not mine.
See, Madame Morrible just lives to gag.
I hope he proved me wrong. I doubt you.
The line delivery, Michelle just eating her version of Madame Morrible. And here comes my sister with this hat on. I swear. Why is Glinda always running? Like, girl, she's always like doing that tiptoe little run. Ugh, my girl just wanted to go to the club, and here they go acting like they've just never seen her before. She just wanted to be in the club. They seriously went silent. And now they're laughing at her. What's so funny? Glinda Upland gave her that hat. Like, they're seriously just laughing and jeering at her. Audibly. Not even up under their breath. Audibly. And there we go, Glinda with that stupid little look on her face. You did this. And Nessa didn't even go comfort her sister. And now they're clapping? These people are... Oh, wait. Them inches. Come on, Elphaba. These micro braids are it. Oh, girl, what are we doing? Hold on, let me do it with you so you don't look crazy. Okay? We're going to... Oh, okay. Is this like interpretive dancing or something? I'm trying to stick with you, girl, but... Oh, okay, little kick. Okay, little kick. Little bow leg action. Oh, well, I can't do that. Oh, is that like a little Vogue? Oh, okay, girl. I was with you, but maybe we... Not the elbows. What are we doing with the elbow? What are we crushing? A bug? Grinding some pepper? All that just to put the hat back on, but... Okay.
I can't watch.
Well, Nessa, you could do something. That is your sister.
I feel awful.
You should.
Don't I kiss your phone?
Tell him what you did. I gave her that hat. That's all you have to say. Of course she didn't. Because Glinda would never ruin anything that she has going on to tell the truth of how someone got into the position that she put them in. And you see her backing away because she knows how fake you are. But I know that she's about to like join her and everything. But like, still, it shouldn't have taken all of this. But they shut up though. So I do appreciate it, Glinda, even though all of this is your fault.
What are you doing? Stop.
This is honestly the only time that she's ever not pleased the crowd and went along with the crowd. And she may deserve her 1s and 2s, but when it actually mattered, Glinda, I can't give you a big 10 for that, because you still turned your back. But this moment, let me be quiet. It is a beautiful moment. I can't even lie. Another observation time. So you know how Elphaba always has pink lighting wherever she goes? Glinda finally gets her green lighting when she understands Elphaba for the first time ever. I mean, of course, Elphaba already had the pink lighting way earlier than Glinda because she's more compassionate. She's more in tune with other people and their emotions. So of course, she understands Glinda. While Glinda, Miss Blondie, on the other hand, she took a while to get there. But in this moment at the Ozda's ballroom, when she's finally standing for something, this is when we see Glinda get her green. It's the tears glistening up in Cynthia's eyes for me. Wait a second, I wasn't even emotional a second ago, but like her tearing up and her crying honestly got me, because I was about to get into Glinda's eyes. I was about to get in her eyes, but oh my god, just seeing the tears in her eyes. Oh, that's it's the right moment y'all were talking about. Oh my gosh. Not me sympathy crying. I was not crying before. Like, I literally was about to tear Glinda a new one. But it was Cynthia who got me. Oh. These fake people. They're all so fake and fickle. Oh, what are you? Who are you suddenly in love with now, Fiyero? I can't tell who he is admiring more. Oh my god, that moment was beautiful. I feel like a lot of people can probably relate a lot, especially if, honestly, you're black in a non-black school. And that's why I feel like I can relate to Elphaba. I went to predominantly white schools all throughout K through 12. Even though I didn't have any issues, like honestly, I know some people have horror stories going to schools surrounded by people who don't share their same culture, don't look like them, etc., etc. But just the feeling of knowing that you're different and people also recognizing that you're different, but not taking it as, oh, you're just, you know, different than me. They take it and they just take it all the way to hell. And they make it seem like it's a fault that you have. And that's why I will always champion Cynthia portraying Elphaba. She just adds just so much depth to this character. And I feel like that's definitely an added bonus because people can relate even more. I feel like people who are outcast or people who felt that they didn't quite fit in already saw themselves in Elphaba, but I feel like there's a whole another group of people who can also relate just that bit more because of this casting. And I just, that scene was even more emotional than I can imagine. I mean, the tears straight up quick. They got me. They got me good.
Fiyero and I are getting married.
Now, how did we jump to this conclusion?
Give us back! Well, that's not fair. I told you a really good one.
Now, Miss Girl, you told us a delusion. Like, I get it, delusional to the end, but that wasn't a real secret. Why did she lay down on this bed? Oh my god, it just clicked. She acts like a little kid.
My father hates me. He has a good reason.
Let me pause. 2 reasons. This hair, again, love it. These micro braids are just eating. And 2, why in the world would your father have a good reason for hating you?
She never woke up. None of which would have ever happened.
That was your dad's fault, Elphaba. Elphaba is just always too quick to take a blame, and that's just what happened when you've lived a life of just getting like beaten down and talked down upon.
What? No.
Thank you, Glinda.
That was the milk flower's fault.
Thank you. Someone finally tells her it's not your fault. You do not have to take accountability. Somebody with sense.
You really don't have to do that.
I know. That's what makes me so nice.
Girl, who are you convincing? Because it ain't me.
No, I know.
Oh wow, they look so pretty laying down.
And even in...
Why does she muff her face like that?
Never mind. I'm gonna put these right back on.
Wait, the blinking. Oh, she's so funny. What did I tell you about her tipping around? I love it. Oh wait, I love that contraption. I wonder how much of that is like choreographed and how much is just Ariana.
All because of me.
It's all because of me. Oh, Glinda. I pray that none of you have a friend like Glinda in your life. If you do, cut them out. It's a new year. Get rid of them. Oh, girl. Do not fall.
Don't make me laugh.
Don't make me laugh. Oh, so good. It's Elphaba following her around trying to repeat her for me.
We toss our hair.
Okay, let me listen.
Toss, toss.
Toss, toss. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me stop. Let me fix myself here. Ooh.
A simple throat, boop, into a magnificent ball gown.
The simple rope, boop. Oh. Ooh.
Ball gown. Just this.
Wait, oh my god, I love this makeup look. I didn't really see her at the ball, which I'm pretty sure this is what the makeup is left over from, but oh my gosh, just the way that like the smudgy eyeliner just accentuates her eyes. Cynthia, my girl, you look gorgeous. The way that I've never seen anyone just look so good with skin paint, other than what's my girl, Mystique from the X-Men, the original. Ugh, they look so beautiful.
Why, Miss Elphaba? Look at you.
You can see how real that moment is for Glinda. This is the only moment ever in this movie that I actually believe you, apart from feeling bad at the Ozda's ball, but just the way that she was actually being real in that moment.
You're welcome.
And now she's back to being.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was a beautiful run. And now they're all saying hello. What did I tell you? Fake, phony frauds. Toss. It don't work. It don't work with micro braids, girl. Too long and heavy, girl.
You don't need to do that, you know. Come on, let's get the class.
Oh, now you're their best friends. You lied to her your first meeting, and now all of a sudden, you guys are just meeting in hallways.
I've something to say in very little time.
Oh, this one he announces that he is leaving. Like, they really came and got him in the middle of class. You couldn't even, I don't know, just let him leave with dignity? Because how long has he been teaching there? Oh my god. I didn't think they like grabbed him by the horns, literally. I thought they at least escort his classes.
Listen to me. You're not being told the whole story.
Oh my gosh.
Are we all just gonna sit here in silence?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what they do. I cannot believe they just dragged him by his horns. They're all cowards, Elphaba, I'm telling you. Even your newfound buddies. That was like actually really disturbing. And here they go ushering in an animal to do whatever it is they're doing. A history lesson, experiments, who knows?
Times such as these, it behooves us all.
Oh, he thinks he's hilarious, huh? It behooves us. He's so cute. Baby, you're missing from the Lion King movie. Not he created a cage and thought it's innovation. And this is definitely a subtle thing that I picked up on while editing. Glinda shakes her head no when she's trying to signal to Elphie that, hey, you need to stay out of this. We do not go up for animals. We don't care about the animals. You should not get yourself involved. And that's definitely why Elphaba chose Fiyero over Glinda, because I was wondering why wouldn't she choose Glinda? But Glinda gave that subtle no, her little head shake, and Elphaba knew what time it was. She said, Fiyero, it's time to go to the forest where we can chat away from prying eyes.
What are we gonna do?
Sorry, we?
Well, someone's got to do something.
Like, you're a Prince Fiyero, you can do something. Oh, not she like sleep pollen to them. It was everyone but Fiyero. Do you think they had him like holding a cat maybe? I'm really curious to know how they mimicked him holding a little lion cub.
The name of us.
Wow, it was Elphaba. Oh, she's figuring it out, isn't she? And now she said, oh, it's okay. It's just Elphaba. She's doing what I need her to do. She ran into the wizard. It's another deadbeat I don't want to see. And once again, all Elphaba wanted to do was help. Oh my god, wait. I just had a flash. I haven't seen Mufasa yet. But do you guys remember in the trailer when Mufasa, he was like, Taka found him like asleep on a log in a river? This is his origin story.
So
So you think I should just keep my mouth shut? Is that what you're saying?
What? No.
You think I want to care this much?
I mean...
I know that my life would be much easier if I didn't care, but...
Do you ever let anyone else talk?
Ugh. I love when people argue with Jonathan's characters. Oh, I don't know. It does something to me. Like the faces that he makes when they argue. Oh, Lord. Like I said, never mind. I'm not going back there again.
There is no pretense here. I want to be genuinely self-absorbed and deeply shallow.
Please. Otherwise you wouldn't be so unhappy.
Oh, she clocked you, huh?
But if you don't want my help...
No, I do.
Oh, be quiet, little lion cub. We forgot about you. They were having a moment. Let's go back to the... Why'd you just have to ruin the moment, you little lion cub? You don't even want to be there anyway. You could have just, like, quiet down. I don't know. She said, my bestie and my man missing. She said, wait a second. My man ain't beside me. Oh my God. You guys know that one video of Hallie and Chloe. They were doing, like, their talks or whatever. She said, I woke up and my man ain't by my side. That's what that just reminded me of. No, but for real, the wheels are turning. You can see her calculating in her head, where are they? She's probably putting out an APB right now because these two are up to no good without you, girl.
And why was I the only one you didn't do it to?
I was wondering that. Good question. She really does blend into the foliage. She wasn't lying earlier. Why are we whispering? Let me quiet down too. Can she heal people? Or does she just want to touch his scar? Oh, she just want to caress his cheek.
I must have scratched you.
Oh, wait a second. Am I interrupting? Oh, I was definitely interrupting something. Now, the way that all three of them have chemistry, I'm sorry, but I feel like they have been teasing us lately with throuples in media. Why don't we just take the plunge? You know how Fiyero, he plunged off of that horse earlier in the movie? Just take the plunge, okay? Because we're wasting all of this good chemistry when they could just be together. It could all be so simple. Do you guys see the vision? Because I see the vision clearly. And maybe we can get that in for good. John Chu, if you need me to help out with for good, even though you've already filmed it, we can do reshoots. I have a whole storyline that we can do. The triangle does not need to be a triangle. It can be a circle. Oh, the circle of life. The circle of Oz. That was corny. Let me press play. It's 5 a.m. I'm pushing along, but I am tired. So if I sound a little corny, don't mind me. I still literally have an hour left. I'm not that girl. Yes, ma'am. Oh, ma'am. Oh, let me be quiet. Oh, Cynthia. Oh my God. I have chills, you guys. Oh my God. And here go Bach. Always a step behind Glinda. Well, hold on. Fiyero, you keep looking back to see if Elphaba is there, but first of all, sir, you didn't even have to leave the meadow. That lion cub, he could have stayed there drinking a little water for a little bit longer. Y'all could have finished what you started. Now, what you started, I don't know. But right now, you don't have to act like you're pining because you could have stayed. And I would have watched. Ooh, wait, I love this outfit on Elphaba. This black and white? Yes, ma'am.
I finally heard back from the wizard. Look!
Oh, we're finally making it to the wizard. Is that what the wizard thinks animals are good for? Being mechanic caricatures, not whole beings.
This is your chance to make good.
Why does she keep telling her to be good?
Mustn't let you get wet.
So there's been like, I feel like I've been seeing conflicting posts on whether or not Elphaba actually melts in water, because she's not dead at the end of Wicked, right? Like, that was just all a ruse. But why did Madame Morrible think that she can't get wet? I'm confused about that. I need to look that up, actually. Is this train CGI, or did they actually make it? Like, is some part of it practical? Or if so, this is a cool train. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, we need our trains to look like that for real. Oh, he dies in part 2, doesn't he? I thought he was dead now. If that's disappointment you detect in my voice, you would be correct. Not that look. I recognize that look. Oh gosh. Jonathan. I actually need you to exit the screen. You're a distraction at this point. I can't be rewatching Elphaba and Fiyero scenes like I do Cantonese scenes. I just can't. I do not have bandwidth for another ship that you're in because I can't do it. I'm sorry. You need to put those eyes away. Put those eyes away. Put the eyes away. Put the eyes away.
Yes. We are
Thank
both
you.
so happy.
I've been thinking.
Oh, the voice cracked. He has such intense eyes. Like he has to tell you something before the world ends.
In solidarity.
She said solidarity.
Glinda.
Clapping.
Their faces are but they have to support their girl. But they seriously said tomato, tomato, tomato. Not them connecting in the back. There just needs to be more scenes of them. Honestly, speaking of more scenes, there needs to be more scenes of Glinda and Elphaba becoming friends. I wonder if some of the deleted scenes added any of that more context. Because I'm telling you, even though the scene was beautiful at the Ozda's ballroom, we need more. And yes, everything is implied and you don't always have to be spoon-fed things, but I feel like they could have added more context there. So I'm gonna go and watch all the deleted scenes to see if they added more context. And if they did, they need to include that in the movie. Come on, the movie is already so long. We could have had an extra 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know. Maybe even 5 to 10 minutes. I could have just added just a little bit more there. You know, they both have such beautiful smiles. Like, you can't help but to smile when they both smile. Did she write? Let's see. I hope you get what your heart desires, Glinda. That was sweet, but she definitely don't get that.
Trey, you're gonna miss it.
She really made her run.
I thought it was your moment. I'm coming.
That was so cute. Some of the vocal choices are so cute by Ariana. Oh girl, they said this is a bullet train. That was a pretty fast ride. Oh my god. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, this is where they come in at. I was wondering what the play was all about, but it was to give them a moment.
A man in a balloon arriving from the sky. Maybe he is here to fulfill the prophecy.
I'm sorry, but this is kind of like a lazy prophecy. A guy on a balloon just came down and became the ruler of your city because he could read a prophecy.
Oh my.
He can read it. He must be a wizard.
Oh girl. Are Aussians like simple? Because no way this worked on them. Well, I mean, obviously it did, but these are the people who hate my girl. I love how the original woman started off the song and then these two who are picking up the mantle ended it. I do like that part. So Glinda considers her a best friend, right? I wish we would have saw a little bit more of their friendship developing. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like that added context would have been great in this moment. Because Glinda singing Popular shouldn't have been their only bonding moment that we saw. That really connected these two best friends is all I'm saying, okay?
The wizard will see you now.
What's the budget in the Emerald City? Hey Caesar, what you doing here? They can't talk back, Glinda. Girl, usually you can read a room, but you did not read that room. And again, I don't know if she cares about animals like that, so
You can do this. You can do anything.
And this is my biggest gripe with this lady. She is so encouraging towards Elphaba, but when Elphaba needed her the most, she still chose herself. Like, no matter how much you tell me how good I am, what I can achieve, what I can do, that I need to believe myself, that I need to stop blaming myself for certain things, you still don't have her back in the most important moments. Ugh. I just wish that Glinda chose more than self-perseverance and self-gain. I wish that she wasn't that selfish, but that's who she is at the core. I mean, she hasn't sold us any different of a story. I just wish that that wasn't her story, because she's so much more than that. I love that how she keeps tapping her. But they know what Madame Morrible looks like. She has magic, right? Is she considered, what is she considered? A witch? A witch, right? Why do they think the wizard looks like this? Like, what is this supposed to be? I'm genuinely confused because he's clearly mechanical. What's magical about that? No one has questioned this at all. Like, what? Why this? No? No. Okay, no, okay.
Sorry about all that. I didn't mean to startle you.
He said, oh girl, this is just a party trick.
Hello, Glinda.
Are we sure the wizard isn't Glinda's daddy too? Because why does he act just like her? From forgetting the name to dismissing people? I don't know. I'm seeing some relations here. Are we sure he wasn't sleeping with everybody's wives and impregnating them? Are we sure? Are we 1000% sure?
Recently, I've gotten a little stuck trying to figure out what color the bricks of that road ought to be.
Wait, do Elphaba or Glinda choose the color of the road?
Back one, please.
The yellow, really?
Yes.
She's the one that chose the road color? What doesn't this woman have her hand in?
She's green.
Oh, well, she doesn't have to be. Would that be your heart's desire?
No.
I love that she finally accepted herself, though.
My heart's desire is for you to help the animals.
I agree wholeheartedly. Making people
How
happy.
can you lie to that excited smile?
I am a sentimental man.
And then he wants to sing.
I think everyone deserves the chance to
I really do not pay attention enough. I didn't know that Elphaba was reusing his words in Defying Gravity. I didn't even... Okay, mind you, I've only listened to the full soundtrack, the original soundtrack, not this new soundtrack, because I didn't want to like spoil myself with this cast singing the songs and everything. But I never realized on any of my like 3 listens that she reuses his exact words. I love that. I love that so much because she flipped the narrative on him, and that's what you get. You fraud. No one realizes that he can only do illusions. Does he grant any wish, any desire? I think not. They should have known this man was a fraud a long time ago.
Can I touch it? No.
The way Madame Morrible hates her guts, but she uses her later on.
Perhaps today has been too overwhelming.
No.
The manipulation.
Let me prove
yourself. I just really wish. What, we're like 20 minutes away from Defying Gravity. I'm just so tired of her thinking that she has to prove something, to show something, to be deemed worthy. Now the wizard, you know you ain't never did anything like that.
He'd hate to admit this. He does not like talking about himself. He watches birds so longingly every morning.
I can't believe that because the animals can't speak for themselves, that he is speaking for them and gave them wings. I also wish that she was more observant because clearly none of them have used the grimoire because they're acting so shocked, like they've never been here before, like they've never seen this. Elphie, she just wants to be good. She just wants someone to say, good job. And if she just would have looked for 2 seconds longer, she would have seen how scared the monkey was, just like she saw how scared the lion cub was. But it's because she trusts Madame Morrible that she's even engaging in this. But Glinda notices, and of course she doesn't say anything. And I can't believe this was blamed on her. She was strong enough to do all of them. I was wondering. And they don't even know what's going on themselves. And they're just so happy and so giddy.
I told you. They'll make perfect spies.
Spines.
Elphaba? Elphaba?
Hold on. They couldn't even just, like, I don't know, had her stay a little bit longer and indoctrinate her more. Like, you worked this hard to get her there and to do this spell or to practice whatever your goal was by bringing her here, right? You can keep up the ruse just a little bit longer to where she could be on your side. I mean, I'm happy that she's not, obviously, but you did all this work just to spout off at the mouth too soon. What was the point of all of that?
Because they're going to be flying around Oz reporting back on any seditious animal activity.
Seditious animal activity? What does that mean?
Like, why would you say that?
All because of you.
If she would have been able to look at the monkey for 2 more seconds, she would have noticed it. And she wouldn't feel this regret, this betrayal.
Read it!
Elphaba.
Don't! You can't, can you?
The heartbreak. And like the slight anger in those eyes.
You have no real power.
Exactly. That's why I need you.
Like, you couldn't just sweeten her up a little bit longer.
Elfie, listen to them, please.
You know, I was just thinking, what does Glinda gain by not being on Elphaba's side? But she chose the side of power. Just because Elphaba has magic, which is power, she doesn't know how to use it. She doesn't know how to wield it against the most powerful being or entity in Oz. He controls everything. So of course Glinda's not going to stand up for her best friend and be on her side. She's going to try to convince her to go where the power is, because that's what Glinda would have done. Now, if roles were reversed, I definitely believe Elphaba would have stood with Glinda, but because Glinda will always choose herself and will always choose a side where she is on top, that's why it didn't even take her a split second to agree with the wizard when he looked over and like gave her like a little nudge, like, can you help us out a little bit? She said yes. She said, what did you need? She said, why didn't you ask me sooner? But also, you've never portrayed yourself as something that you're not. That's me putting all of my hopes into you. Because girl, you have been true to yourself, so I will give you that. I'm definitely not happy with your decisions, but I also can't give you motivations that you didn't have.
Your family's safe. You'll stay loyal to our wizard.
Threatening the families. And that's why I say Glinda did the right thing for herself to choose power. I may not like you, but this scene is badass. I mean, Glinda was paying attention. She said you have to give the people a really good enemy. I don't know if Elphaba was just blinded. Are they falling out the sky? Oh goodness. It looked like they were falling out the sky, not flying. But what was I saying? Glinda, being the observant person that she is, she was definitely listening when they were saying everything. That people need a really good enemy. And she was already planning out in her mind not to become that enemy, not to get on their bad side. She already knew that. It's just Elphaba was so caught up in just being the good person that she is. Life lesson here. Sometimes you can't be caught up in being so good that you don't see the bad around you. Yep, that's what it is. Because Elphaba, she notices things, but not at the rate that Glinda does. And not at the rate to be able to calculate what the right decisions are. Because Elphaba's downfall has always been how emotional she is. Not that that is a hindrance, and not that that's a bad thing. But it is a downfall. Because she just would have noticed so much more if she was able to pay attention. If she wasn't the type to wear her heart on her sleeve. If she wasn't the type to want good for everyone. She would have just been able to dial in just that little bit more, and she would have been more self-aware. Why are they grabbing the jacket? Now, those are intellectual beings. Why are they grabbing her jacket? Oh, is that the original hot air balloon that the wizard came down on? And they thought this was magic? Didn't I say the people of Oz were stupid?
My leg. Give me my leg!
The way that she softly asked him, give me my leg. Are they gonna make it? They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. Yeah, they weren't gonna make it.
Calm down. You have got to let him explain.
Over my dead body.
This is everything you've dreamed of.
See, this is why they can't pivot and why they don't pivot the correct way. Glinda's saying this is everything that you dreamed of, but she didn't realize that her dreams have changed. I was saying how observant Glinda is, but when she told the wizard that no, I don't want to change from being green, that's when Glinda should have realized that oh, her dreams have changed. Instead, she's touting it right now. And also, Elphaba, she can't pivot either because, again, those emotions always get in the way.
Citizens of Oz, there is an enemy who must be found and captured.
Madame Morrible is a horrible person.
This repulsion, this wicked witch.
She knew she ate that, didn't she? That long pause there, she said, this wicked witch. Like, she knew she ate that up.
Don't be afraid.
It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
You know, I can't really figure out Glinda in this moment. Because I understand the anger only because she would never understand why Elphaba wouldn't be, like, grateful for the opportunity. But I can't tell if she genuinely believes it or if she has just calculated the risk. Really tell what's genuine with Glinda. The only moment that I thought this whole movie that was really genuine was when they were in that mirror. That's the only time I thought she's being genuine. But this moment right here, I can't tell. Maybe it's a combination of all the emotions. She knows what she has to do and maybe what she wants to do. But honestly, I don't know. She confuses me a little bit. I say that she's very calculated in everything, but is she being calculated in this moment is what I'm wondering. Or is she just making it up as she goes along? But let me be quiet. We're finally at defying gravity.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same.
You know, the problem really is that Elphaba has always been bigger than Glinda. Her life, her destiny, her path has always been bigger. So maybe that's where the disconnect is for me. They were never on the same path, ever.
Close my eyes.
My eyes. I have chills.
Listen to me, stop!
That's why I keep saying I can't tell. Like, I know Madame Morrible told her to stop her and like convince her to stay, whatever. But now that Madame Morrible has called her the Wicked Witch, I can't tell why Glinda still wants her to stop. Like, what is she trying to convince her of? Is she trying to be that good friend, or what is she trying to do? Because she knows if they get caught, well, if Elphaba gets caught, like, she's being thrown in the dungeons or something until she complies with what the wizard and Madame Morrible want. So I don't know. I would have been like, girl, let's pack up your stuff. You gotta go.
Where are your wings? Maybe you're not as powerful as you think you are.
Wrong words. Because why would she say that? Girl, I've been trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Or maybe she didn't mean it in a bad way. Does Glinda even know herself? That's the issue. That's the real problem. Glinda doesn't even know herself. And that's why I can't figure her out. I'm sitting here confused. Like, what is she really gaining from this? What is the end goal here? And you know what? She don't even know. She's trying to get in where she fits in. And wherever she fits in, she's gonna make it seem like that was the best decision. And the decision that she made for herself. The only thing that she knows how to control is small situations, one-to-one situations. But this one-to-one situation has gone far beyond anything that she can handle. And what does she fall back on? The only thing that she knows. And that's how to get out of a situation. We've come full circle. You remember how I was saying she would find a moment to get out, distract, and get out of a situation. That's what she's doing right now. What she employed with Bach is what she's doing right now. That's exactly what she's doing right now. She doesn't really know what she wants, but she knows that the path forward with Elphaba is going to be with strife. It's going to be hard. So the answer is no. Girl, anyway, this is your big moment, Cynthia. Let's defy gravity. Chills again. Oh my gosh. Yes, ma'am. Come on, Fred. You can do it. Oh, goodness. She's really fallen 100 stories. And it just keeps going. Girl, where is your broom? Oh, not her younger self. You can do it. She has to do it for her younger self. Oh, I swear the only moments that get me are the ones with Elphaba. She made it at the last second. Oh my god. I feel like that free was directed right at Glinda because girl, you ain't free. You were just another puppet in the show. That was such a beautiful moment. Man, she works fast. Now, what's your problem in the back? Oh, he finally... At least I got to see it. That's about 50 years too late.
This distortion.
Okay, maybe I take back everything I was being confused about with Glinda, because she really is choked up and broken up over all of this. And obviously, Madame Morrible was taking advantage of that in that moment, because Madame Morrible is an ice cold bitch. Oh, she said lights off. Oh, I thought it would have like cut to black immediately. I mean, I guess two things can be true at once. Glinda is heartbroken, but Glinda also knows that this is the path forward. To be continued. Oh, now that easily movie of the year. I know it's New Year and everything, but easily movie of 2024. Granted, I haven't watched all of them, but still. Everyone's performance was so good, and throughout this whole thing I was trying to dig deep and find those layers that everyone brought to their portrayals, and it was just so good. There's obviously a bigger conversation that you can have around everyone's motivations, especially Glinda's. Oh my god, you saw that she was confusing me there at the end. I don't know fully what her motivations are, but that's just the beauty of this movie. It makes you think, it makes you connect dots. It's relatable to things that you go through in daily life. I mean, it's not just about someone with green skin. It's not just about someone being different. It's everything that happens when you feel like you've been othered. And I feel like that's just a beautiful message of this movie. I feel like unpacking what Wicked is about, that could be a whole video within itself. I cannot praise everyone who was involved with this movie enough, from the costuming to the set design. I mean, from the editing to the acting to the singing, just everyone who was involved. I know I'm probably forgetting departments, but just this movie was visually stunning. It was audibly stunning. Everything felt so intentional. There wasn't a moment in the movie where I was like, why did you say that? Why did this happen? Why was this included? I know that some people were like, okay, the runtime was a little bit long, but honestly, it needs to be a little bit longer only because we needed that added context of them being good friends. I wish we had that so badly, because then I would believe Glinda just a little bit more, that she was as heartbroken as she was portraying. Yes, I do believe that she was heartbroken. I do believe that she genuinely considered Elphaba a friend, but I just wish that we saw that. There's some moments that doesn't always have to be subtext, or obviously moments that happen off screen. I mean, the runtime was already 2 hours and 40 minutes. We could have made that 2 hours and 50 minutes, 2 hours and 55 minutes, just to get a little bit more. I know you guys filmed it. I know you guys probably filmed it, so we could have gotten just a little bit more. I just need to speak candidly to Jonathan Bailey right now. Sir, can you just need to be in more things. Ariana, you need to be in more things. Cynthia, whatever it is you want to do, my sister, you need to go do it, because the way you held this role down, you embodied everything that Elphaba is supposed to be. Again, I'm speaking like I've been a long-term Elphaba fan, but I just know from the bottom of my heart that this role was meant for you. Same with Ariana and Glinda. Your portrayal was just so good. You were so funny. You were so hilarious. I feel like everyone was cast accordingly. And it was just so good. The music was so good. It's just, this movie was good. How many more times can I say it? I know a lot of people were like, oh my god, I was wrong. Wicked was good, but Wicked was always going to be good. If the play is good and the bones were there, all they had to do was follow the blueprint. There was no way that they weren't, because too many people involved in this movie loved the play. So I'm just so happy for them that their vision came true, and that their vision shined through. It more than shined through. It translated so well. So for everyone who worked on this, just a big massive thank you, because boy is it good. It's more than just good, it's excellent. And yeah, I think that's where I have to end it, because like I said, there could be just a larger conversation about Wicked, about the meaning of it. So if you guys want to have those conversations with me, you know, between us friends, we can go ahead and do that in the comments. Or I might even write like a blog post, I don't know, shoot, and call that Between Us Friends. But you know what, like Between Us Friends, you know, little play on my name, something like that, because there's just so much you can unpack with Wicked, and I don't know if I have the energy to do it right now. So y'all let me know if you want to hear any more of my thoughts, and I want to hear your thoughts about Wicked. What do you think is every character's motivations? I mean, not even just Glinda and Elphaba, Fiyero, Bach, Nessarose. Like, we can talk about all of them. We can talk about Madame Morrible. We could have a whole conversation just on her. I mean, the wizard and how his mediocrity is rewarded, but Madame Morrible is second fiddle to a man who doesn't even have magic, and she has some of the last remaining magic in the whole of Oz. So that's even another conversation that we can have. Also, tell me what your favorite songs are, because the soundtrack is chock full of just good songs, and just the theme of Wicked is just, oh my god, it's so good. But like I said, I don't have the time right now to unpack it. It's late. This movie kept me up. Making this video kept me up. Oh my god. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I was having technical difficulties and now I'm tired. So if y'all want another video about Wicked, just let me know. Please comment below your thoughts on the movie, your likes, your dislikes, what worked, what didn't work, what you needed more of. Please let me know, all of the above. Wicked was well worth the weight of all the strikes and everything that it took to get here, and I am in awe right now. Okay, so I think that's where I'm gonna end it. This was my reaction to the Wicked movie. Please go ahead and subscribe. I have a lot of content coming in 2025, from live, more reaction videos to video essays, to continuing my Dice Decides episode series, where I let a dice decide what episode of a series I'll be watching. I already have a couple of those episodes out, so you can go check out that series there. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.